Today we are reviewing the Metrosafe X Anti-Theft Sling Pack, and the website says it's made for men, but
I think it can be unisex because I've used it.
Yeah, Candy looks really good in it, so.
Oh, and another thing, it is made with recycled bottles.
Yep.
So we're pretty excited that Pacsafe is starting to repurpose a lot of materials that are bad for the environment and making them into cool bags, bags, backpacks, you know, everything they've got.
Yeah, so they started that pretty recently, and you'll see like a whole line of their items that will say like Eco-No, or this one is just recycled bottles, but they have other sustainable items too, so it's pretty cool that they're starting to do that.
And they even have on their site like what percentage of bottles are used is like on this one. So I thought that was pretty detailed information for people who are a little bit fishy, like are they really recycling? So
But they are.
Yeah. We trust them.
So we thought we'd go into detail about this bag to show you all the cool features it has.
Yeah, so I took it out while I was wearing it recently when I was walking in a small, quaint, like downtown area with Zoe and Crystal and Kuma. And I actually wore it in the front. I like to wear my bags in the front. I know probably for men, they would probably wear it more like this.
Yeah.
But I prefer to wear my Sling bags in the front, just the style that I like right now. And it's very easy to put on. And it's the strap is very easily adjustable. They have a new locking system, which it took us a little bit to figure out.
Yeah, I could not get it. Candy got it.
I figured it out. What was this one called again?
PopNLock security clip.
Yeah, so if you kind of like think about the name, it kind of makes sense like to how to then operate it.
Yeah.
But they do have little images here where it says lock and unlock. So if right now it's locked, and then actually it's unlocked. This is locked, unlocked, and then you actually have to push it in. Actually, am I doing it wrong? Well, yeah. So this is unlocked. Sorry. It's good for people who are trying to steal your stuff. So you push this in, and then it pops open. So this is how that works. So very difficult if you're trying to steal a bag and figure that out, because by the time they probably figure it out, you've already caught them.
Right.
I would assume.
No, it really took me like 5 minutes to try to figure this out. I was just like, how does this come apart? Like, does this go with it? Because even if you click it this way to the unlock position, you still don't know what to do. So then like, oh, you have to push in and then
it
go
pops out.
So very clever, as always, with Pacsafe.
Yeah, so if you're wondering what that is useful for example, say you are having lunch at a cafe outdoors and there's nowhere to really set your bag. If you want to lock it to your chair or your table, that's kind of what you can use this for. So you can be creative and use it for many different ways. So that's one of the locking features. And then another one is this Roobar system here. And it's pretty similar to the last one. They have this with the backpacks that we really like, the anti-theft women's backpack. So what you do is you clasp these two together, and then you put it inside here, you close it, and then you lock it. So, there. Did I lock it? Oh, there, I didn't show it. There you go. So now it's locked, and it's hard to get into. So it's like a 3-step process here to unlock the bag. Again, don't think thefts can really figure that out.
That's a classic Pacsafe anti-theft feature.
Yeah.
So they call this one the Roobar Sport Locking System. It's just a tad different. Like the clips are a little bit shorter, and this is a little bit different here.
I'm amazed how they kind of come up with like these different locking mechanisms instead of keeping all their bags the same. Maybe they do that. It's like, you know what? If someone figures out that one, like, they're not going to know what this one is. So that is the other locking feature. And I think, oh yes, and this is their classic one too, is the zipper here. When you close it, you push it through this little thin piece. You see the fabric right here? So you pull it through, so if a theft, wants to unzip your bag, it's not that easy. You kind of have to, you know,
slide it through.
slide it through, and then you can unzip it. So another, you know, tricky little way to unzip the bag. Of course, you know, I would suggest always practicing how to use these bags before you go on your trip, because you don't want to be...
I think it took us a good 15-20 minutes to figure out all the features of this bag.
Also, this bag uses material which they call the eXomesh
Slashguard.
Slashguard, yeah. So it's kind of crazy. It's made with stainless steel material. So if there's guys out there, or women, they could be, you know, thefts too. They want to slash your bag open, they can't do it. And I can't even believe there's thefts out there that would do that.
Yeah, thefts have all sorts of ways they want to steal your stuff. And slashing your bag is one of them. Like when you're not looking, they can just slash it and take your stuff. So that eXomesh Slashguard will prevent that from happening.
Can you imagine, like, if there's a theft, like, getting frustrated, not being able to open, like, you know what? I'm gonna apply my last trick and try to slash it open. They can't get it open. They'll probably hate you.
And then not only the outside material is a Slashguard, eXomesh Slashguard material, but the strap is also made of that too.
Yeah.
Because again, thefts like to slash the straps, just like easily take it from you, but that is impossible with these bags because it's protected by that Slashguard strap.
So you might be wondering, what is this? This right here, we were confused about this too. We thought maybe it had anti-theft features, but it's just part of the design, so you can use it for whatever you want to. I decided that, you know what? If I'm in an area where I'm not afraid of someone really, you know, stealing my stuff, I could hang my sunglasses there. Or someone suggested earphones, if you want to put that there. So it's just like a cute little area. Not cute, but it's cool.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like a design element.
Yeah.
But you can also make use of it too to hang things on.
Yeah. Now that we've gone over the outside anti-theft features, we're going to show you what kind of features are inside. So let me go ahead and unlock it.
Yeah, got it down.
So like many of their bags, it is RFID safe. And if you're not aware of what that is, it's like a layer of material that helps prevent thefts from scanning your valuable information, like on your credit cards or your passport. And yes, it does happen. It has not personally happened to me, but I do have a couple of friends where it has happened to them in countries where they had their wallet in the back of their pants, and they just come and scan about their credit card numbers. So that's kind of crazy.
They have like some sort of device where it's easy to scan your card information.
And apparently that device is pretty cheap, which I was kind of surprised when I heard about that.
Yeah, so they could steal your credit card info, your passport info. If you have like ID badges, they could steal that kind of info too. So this material helps protect that from happening.
So if you want, so anything that has that kind of information, you want to stick it in this pouch where it says RFID safe.
Another cool feature about this bag is that it has a padded sleeve, so you can fit in your 10-inch tablet. So this is a 10-inch iPad, and it'll just fit in nicely inside here within the padded sleeve.
I want to say though, it doesn't cover the entire screen.
Yeah, so maybe put it in backwards like this. Yeah. So put it in backwards so that you can protect your screen, so that, you know, because if you could see there,
it's like it comes out a little
bit of a opening there. But yeah, it's padded, so you can put in your 10-inch. It fits in snugly, so I think 10 inches is the max you can fit in here. There's also 2 pockets on the side. One of them is the RFID safe, so you can put in your passport or your ID or badges in here to protect your information. And then there's another pouch on the other side, about the same size. In addition to the iPad, you can fit in multiple other things like a wallet. I also like to carry like selfie sticks with me a lot, and I think a lot of, if you're like a vlogger or if you just like to document things by yourself, you know these selfie sticks come in handy. So that could go in there. If you want to put a GoPro stick in there, you can also put that in there. And sunglasses case, of course, if you want to have your shades to look cool. And then you can still fit in more things, like if you have a little hard drive. So that's pretty snug right there. So that kind of gives you an idea of like how much things you could put in here. But if, you know, these are just like my type of things that I would put in.
I think any more than that, it's gonna start to look a little bulky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is probably like the max amount of things that you could put in before it starts looking weird. Or heavy for you too, especially if you're gonna wear it up front, that'd be kind of like weird. But
in the back,
it shouldn't matter, yeah. And then in the back, there is another compartment here. It's very slim, so you can put a little more things in here, such as like, I don't know.
Like boarding pass?
Boarding pass, tickets, things like that. And they also have an internal attachment inside here, so you can clip on your keys, so you can easily find them when you're looking for them, because, you know, we're the type that always loses things, especially inside our purses and such. So having things like this where it's just attached like that to your bag.
Yeah, especially when you're traveling, you know, when you have to take your keys with you, but you never use it, right, when you're traveling. And then when I come back, and usually I'm tired or it's like late at night and I'm like so frustrated because I'm going through my bag looking for the keys and I'm like, oh, where's my keys? So I think that is really convenient. Which I will say, Pacsafe for the women's safe backpack, please add that. That's the one thing I really want in that bag.
That would be really nice. That would be really nice to have. That would make it like perfect.
Yeah, right now it's 99.9% perfect.
Yeah. So the Pacsafe City Safe bag that we're talking about, we did review that too. So if you want to check that out, we'll link it below and put it up in one of those corners.
And there is one more zipper up here in the front, or a zipper compartment, which we showed earlier when we were demonstrating the secure zip tab. And again, like I wouldn't put anything bulky in here, maybe smaller items like a cell phone. Yeah, so that fits in here nicely. And I like to have my phone like easily accessible, so I would much rather use that front compartment over the back one, because if you have it on, it'll be much easier to, you know, get a hold of it if it's in the front. So the volume of this bag, which a lot of people usually ask us what the volume is, it is 10 liters. And oh, I did want to mention one thing. We noticed that there was like a little strap here, and I felt like this is a really good strap to have if you want to hang it up, because these bags, the sling bags, when you hang it up, it's kind of awkward. So I really like that they put this little strap here to be able to hang it up. Yeah, hang it up nicely. And the number one question we get asked all the time, which we always forget to review, is the strap length. So we're actually going to show you in real time
how long
this is.
So right now, for us, it's perfect.
It's the shortest.
Yes, the shortest length, which is, this is the inches. So, so it's at 20 inches.
Yeah, about 20 inches.
So 20 inches is about normal for us. And again, Candy is 5'9".
So she's like this on me. So it fits like basically the bottom part fits right on like where my waistline is. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's 20 inches on the strap length. The minimum you can go on that, right?
And if I open it, yeah, that's the minimum. Now, if I lengthen it.
All right, I think we've maxed it out. So max size is, hold that there. Max size.
So your assistant here.
34.
Oh, wait, no.
Huh? Yep.
I want to say about 35.
35.
35, okay. Yeah.
35 inches max.
But you know, you have to also kind of calculate in this little strap here on both sides. So it's a little bit over.
A little bit over,
35. So I mean, obviously 35 is way too long for us. Unless if you want to wear it like below the hip.
Yeah.
But yeah, I prefer it to be short, where it fits, you know, right on like my back above my hip line or above my waist. So
all right, so I think we pretty much covered everything about this bag. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. We're pretty active on YouTube and like to answer all the questions as much as we can.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Until next time, bye!